Good morning, TR community from the UK, and ladies and gentlemen who are joining us, who are interested in my social media. And so, still the saga continues. The infrasound, the ultrasound apparatus used for remote neural monitoring, brain interfacing, wireless body area network, whatever they've got me under, along with other apparatus and equipment that they're using, which is detected on my hidden devices detector, camera radiation, microphone radiation, spy bugs, studs, and all the clicking, filling noises above my ceiling and the radiation in my property. It doesn't take a genius to work out that you are under some intelligence agency abusing in faulty protocols, and that we're training a lot of the people, a lot of their manpower, for how long it's gone on for. Right, so what I can see from the psyops, and due to them, to the technology they've got around me, the apparatus, they do the psyops so that they can implant a seed into your head to see whether you know anything about anything in the community or anyone in the community, or to try and trigger off a thinking and thought process, even though it's not yours, so that they can label you as this and this. Oh yeah, they're thinking about crime. Oh, they're thinking about sex. Oh, they're thinking about doing some violent scenario, or they're thinking of some delusional beliefs. Yeah. So, and for how long it's gone on for, and what's been reported by the mainstream media and by social media giants in the industry, in the intelligence agencies, in the scientific researching industries, neuroscience industry, and the healthcare industry, wireless body area networking, remote neural monitoring, brain interfacing. The intelligence agencies want it all rolled out. Yesterday, I posted the German intelligence chief wants speech and thought technology implemented into the intelligence agencies, into society, because one, they can use it to find out if anyone's got any serious money, criminal earned money, hidden somewhere. So they can steal their passwords, steal their bank accounts, find out location, or find out who's got the money. Well, they're experimenting on TIs if not involved in crime, for whatever reason they listed them, so they can experiment, experience their boys and girls for what they're gearing up for to be introduced into society, remote neural monitoring, brain interfacing, and training a lot of their manpower. And then to cover it all up, when TIs like me and other TIs are exposing it on social media and have reported it, and they try to cover it up, making out these technologies are not in society, and they don't know nothing about this technology. They play dumb and try and cover it up in your local police station, or in your local NHS, or in healthcare, and whoever you report it to, your councillors in your local area, to the MPs, politicians across the country that you've reported it to or sent an email. They try and cover it all up and say, oh yeah, you have to report it to the police. But once you report it to the police so many times, like I have, they use it against you and try to label you as having some kind of mental issue. And so, in my opinion, what we're trying to cover up with me and my family, they listed this in Coventry for the first round of victims to be experimented on, so they can train their intelligence agencies, the local police, and then train their public health people, mental health people, social services people, psychiatrists. Psychiatrists know about it all, because these brain experiments have been around, for generations, going back to the 1950s. Sweden was putting brain chips into people. In Sweden, that was in the 1950s. Whereas the brain experiments, when it comes to psychology and psyops, they've been going on for 100 plus years when it comes to the dark side of psychiatry, psychology, and they've mixed it all up with different various cultures when it comes to voodoo, black magic, yeah, witchcraft, sorcery, you name it, yeah. They've done it all before. Aleister Crowley's and the Huxleys in the British establishment, going back 100 plus years, yeah, they were experimenting in these dark side of psychology and all the sorcery. And so they picked me and my family to experiment on. But no, we ain't no criminals and got no money hidden anywhere. But what could have happened decades ago, generations ago? How about someone stole our identities from the local area and have open bank accounts in foreign shores, in foreign countries? Yeah, and somewhere along the line, the UK police found out about it, and the UK police think it's our monies. That's where the skulduggery can go, the fraud can go, and the criminal practices can go. And so to cover it all up, the Coventry police, the private detectives who surround me every day, and the local community, because the local community are listening. So if the local community are listening, they've got a network linked to criminals, criminal-minded people, fraudsters. If they're listening to me, they know what's coming, and so they can use it to their advantage to warn their network, their corrupted criminal-minded network. Well, I said, if you're under remote neural monitoring, brain interfacing, and under wiretapping technology, how many people's listening? If I'm in Coventry in the UK, and the Coventry police have got access to all the other police forces, and criminals have got this hand on this wiretapping technology, how many people listen to me every day? And still, due to me being in the cybercrime as well, cyber security violations of the establishment, private detectives, how many people are stealing my data off my internet, of what I'm looking at and what I'm posting or what I'm reading online? Yeah, loads of corrupted families in Coventry, loads of corrupted individuals stealing my data and passing it on to their friends to make out they're intelligent and found it all. But they're not TIs. Yeah, they just think they're intelligent local people who have knowledge of crime, corruption, fraud. Yeah, and they're just sitting around with their local people, making out they're intelligent, the ones who are stealing data, and make out they found it all, trying to take the credit for it all. So, that with me then, also they can have a network of people who don't live in Coventry no more, but used to live in Coventry, or people they've befriended on social media, and they've been networking all over the UK. Well, the TI community, you know what I mean, TIs know this, there is fraudsters in the TI community who could be listening on many TIs and stealing the data, intercepting, the art deception, the art imitation. But when there's a network that's stealing your data and listening to you, wiretapping, yeah, they're intercepting all your communications and anticipating your next move. If they're trying to stop you from putting in a claim against your local authority or against your country, yeah, they're anticipating your everyday move. And so, yeah, you have to look at all the information that's out there. Well, I've done my experiments to know that I'm under wireless body area networking, stroke, remote neural monitoring, brain computer facing, and I want a major investigation, internal, external, public investigation on Coventry City Police and their healthcare network and NHS England, because they're doing clinical close-up research studies, non-consensual, on me and my family. And they're trying to they're intercepting all my communications, just like now, this second, and anticipating my every move. Hence why they put a block on the local lawyers, barristers, solicitors on the law bar. So anytime I call a solicitor, that's what we call them in the UK, they're being nobbled because they've anticipated what I'm going to do via the technology, remote neural monitoring, brain computer facing, yeah, and stopping me from putting a claim against the Coventry Police and stopping me from getting the Coventry Police investigated, West Midlands Police Force, Private Detective Association. And so, when it comes to remotely monitoring brain computer interfacing, a lot of UK people, my generation or older, yeah, remember Butterflies, Wendy Craig, yeah, where TV show, and she's potting around like I do in my own privacy, but for the TV audience. When she's thinking, it's being read out loud by the narrators of the TV show, so the audience members can laugh at her private thinking. Now that's what they're doing in the remote neural monitoring brain computer interfacing technology. Anything TIs or I think, yeah, they've got it straight away in seconds, because the technology they've got is linked to MRI, fMRI, MEG technologies for them to get your EEG data readings in seconds. Seconds, yeah, before even me actually thinking about it, they know exactly what you're thinking of. And they use that in the psyops, yeah, to try and be sarcastic and to try and trigger something off, expecting you to explode, yeah, or get depressed, induce anger, induce stress, which they'll pick up, and because they're trying to silence the victims who are exposing it, like I am, they're passing information on to conspiring social services and mental health administrators, psychiatrists and psychologists, even behavioural scientists, sociologists and neuroscientists, neurologists, and they want to cover it all up because they don't want people like me suing the local establishment, and they don't want the local establishment name dragged through the courts. So TIs, I've not got much memory left on my phone, which I'm going to have to sort out, so I'll leave it at that. But you have to realise what you are under, and it's the nature of the beast. Yeah, the nature of the government beast. We're made to non-consensual, illegal, criminal practising experiment on TIs and their family members, because they've stooped so low, yeah, and it's been institutionalised into the local police force and into the NHS, into the healthcare network. Yeah, these dirty beasts are a law to themselves and break every law going, thinking they can have people over like me and my family members because they think, yeah, they've got it all covered and got us surrounded every day. So TIs, stay strong, don't get triggered off, don't get entrapped, and be careful out there because they social engineer everything. Yeah, but that's why I walk around with a body cam, and I check the body cam, or try to check my body cam as soon as I come back to my property after being out in public, and you'd be surprised what you got on your body cam. The other day I was in Debenhams shopping centre, spoke to a man at a cancer store, giving him my information on social media, saying at the end of the day I've been targeted by some evil entity and they're trying to give me disabilities, trying to give me diseases like cancer by emitting radiation to me 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. So all I can say to you is, there's my Facebook page and all the information's there. Well, I was speaking to this man after I checked it when I come back. A light beam went across the man's face. And in my video, I noticed a couple of suspected couple who walked behind us, and the salesperson I was speaking to, you can say the salespeople, trying to manipulate local people to fund for cancer research. So he had to associate with him, and the associates said okay to the couple who walked behind me, but I didn't see all this until I come home. Yeah, and when I checked the video, yeah, there's some kind of hand signal being done by the salesperson's associate to the couple. I've seen the couple on the escalator in front of me, going up, who was seen outside a shop I was in seconds before. And this white beam come across this man's face, and for what, in my opinion, that white beam would have been at the back of my head. Yeah, taken from the left and going to the right. Now, I want that investigated. I want the Freedom of Information Act, if it is something, for the public to know, general public to know. Well, throughout the day when I went out, they've got staged actors. So while I was walking around with an umbrella, when I left my property, went up to my mother's area, then walked to the city centre, I was seeing a few people, men and women, carrying umbrellas dangerously. Now, due to the track and trace technology they've got, the act-on technology, or just via surveillance monitoring profile making Skulduggery, they can make out I was carrying the umbrella dangerously. So I've seen all that, I've got it all on video. And then when I went into the Debenhams shopping centre to go and do a bit of shopping in a supermarket that's there, Iceland, there's a power cut. And obviously when I checked it all, when I got home, there was quite a few strange things happening by a couple of shoppers in there. And then, so when the power cut happened, everyone had to get out of the store. I spoke to the security guard, said, oh, I've left my umbrella in there. So he went and got my umbrella. Then I went to a shop next door, and that's when I was seeing this dodgy, corrupted couple standing around, like they're private detectives. You can feel the energy off them. So I've gone to a shop next door to get some toiletry items, and in the shop next door was the man I was seeing earlier carrying an umbrella similar to mine in the first aisle. Now I've got all that on video. So that's the staged actor they're trying to use and make out it's me walking around with an umbrella in a violent manner. Well, whatever happened in the supermarket, I've got that on video, and they'll try and state that's me. Biometrics EEG Skulduggery, fraud. And then and then once I finished in that shop next door to the supermarket, that's when I spoke to the man at the cancer research store stand. You've just got a stand outside in the shopping centre. And when I checked the camera, it says there's a white beam going across his face, which I think someone was behind me scanning my brain for EEG readings, Skulduggery, EEG fraud. So TIs, I mean, you have to get with it and realise how desperate, how evil private detectives are, how evil the targeting program is, and the overt and covert operators they use, and the boys and girls they use in the community, who they've manipulated and stated loads of lies about the TI to get one side and to get them to go out and do a street theatre for them, which is all covered up by the Private Detectives Association. So everyone have a good day, digest it all, do your research, keep it real, and everyone take care, have a good day. Over and out.